Okay, now back over. We're going to take cobbler's hammer or something with a flat hammer with a flat edge, and we're going to go round and just tap all the stitching. It flattens it down so it looks good, but it closes the hole slightly and makes it even tighter. See why I wasn't bothered about tucking it in? Right, now I want to get an edger. Where's my edger gone? There it is. Take your edger, and I'm going to try and do this little edge here on the outside, just to tidy it up a bit. I do not worry about getting that corner bit there because you can always sand it. So I do the straight edges. And don't worry about the corners, because we will be sanding it down. Now let's zoom out a bit. So you can see so far, I know you can't see the stitching. Unfortunately the light's not that good in here. But if you've followed that, your stitching should be quite good. And on the back it shouldn't look too shabby either. Yeah, it looks okay. Right. And because we reshaped the top of it, it closes better as well. There we go. Let's see if I can, is there any way we can get this light any better? Right, yeah, actually I haven't taken that off yet, so I need to, we've still got that mark there. So if I find my sharp knife, don't forget to strop it again. Okay. And my knife is so sharp that I'm able to just follow this line around. But if you're not that confident, then just cut a little piece at a time. Okay, see, we took a big chunk off. Now look at that for a nicer look. What do you think of that? That's nicer, do you think? Much nicer. Okay. Get my edger and go all around that edge. Now you can either do this bit now, or you can wait till you've sanded all the edges. It's up to you. I enjoy edging. It's very, yeah, once you've done it you'll understand it's very therapeutic. So I don't really mind how many times I have to do it. It's a particular feeling, it's weird. Now we're also going to take off some of the extra now. So we're going to come down straight down to take that off. This is the technique I meant for doing the top if you're not confident enough. Yeah, if you're not confident enough just to cut that in one go, do what I'm doing on these corners. Just do a bit at a time. You'll know where to put your blade. You're trying to round it off, so just put it on the corner and pull it across. Okay. There's still leather that we might be able to use on that, so we'll save that piece. Okay, so we're getting there. It's starting to take shape now, isn't it? That folds over. Now we need to find a clasp that will go on there. So I'll go find one. Now there we go. It's a kind of clasp. That's going to go on there. So we want it kind of half on the bottom bit, half on that bit. We want to make sure it's folded where you want it folded first. So what I do is I go to these edges and I push them in like that. So then that comes down properly. Put that on there. Now we need the spike. Any spike will do. Make sure that's in the position you want it in. One, two, three, four. Now you will end up with 1, 2, 3 little 4 puncture marks, and that's where that's going to go. So some people leave theirs out like that, but if you close it like that and you make it go tighter, it stops all the crap falling out at the end. See? Can we get some light on that? There you go. Whereas if you have it open like that, it leaves a hole. So yeah, so I fold them in like that. Now, we need to make our holes. So try not to spike your fingers. Begin making your holes. Now these holes have to go a bit bigger, obviously, so we're going to need our punches. Now I do like making these pouches, and I like making like medieval bags like this. So let's find a punch. That should do it. Now, how do we get that to punch that when it's soft? Easy peasy. First of all, we've got that will go in there, and then we've got to get something to sit in there, like a block of some sort. So that's too big. Maybe that one. Nope, not that one. Right, apologies for this. As you can see, that is now on, but the camera ran out of card space and it doesn't beep or anything to let you know, and by the time I'd realised, I'd already put this on. So I'll briefly show you what I did. You know how I marked it. I've already told you how I marked the holes. So then I put this with a piece of leather on it, like that. I put it inside where the hole is, and if I can find it for you, there it is. And I then took this punch from a leather punching kit where that you can take the ends off, screw them off and put new ones on, or different ones, and I used that and put it on there. I held it nice and flat and put it out like that. I held it nice and flat, put the rivet through, pinched the little cap onto the back of the rivet inside, so it was on, tucked all that lot in, sat it nice and flat, took this from the punch kit which has got a divot in one end and not in the other. You can't get the wrong end, so look for the divot, put the divot on the top of that, get it all nice and flat, and then give it a whack, and do that twice, and then it's fixed on. Right, so because I couldn't show you how to do that bit because my camera went off, I'll show it you with the other side. So this is now going to go on there. Whoops. That spins round and locks into there, and that will come over and pin on there, and then that will be solid. So I am going to take this off here, bring it over to the top, take two of the silver rivets, start do one at a time, put them through the hole, turn it over, take the little cap, put it on the back of the rivet, sit it on something heavy like an anvil. Got a bigger one here. So yeah, that's right, on there. So you've got to have your silver bit, the bit that's on the inside, you've got to have it on something heavy and flat. Take your punch with the divot, put the divot over the top of that. Take a deep breath and pray that you hit it right. Yep, that one's gone on okay. Right, repeat it on the other side. Let me get that in there. Come on. Lines up perfectly. Pin the cap on the back. Let me just move this camera so you get a bit more, hopefully get a bit more daylight. Maybe that'll help. Okay, sit it on the anvil again. Make sure you get the side with the divot, otherwise you'll make a right mess. Hold it against it, take a deep breath. Perfect. Right, open the lock, pull it over, latch it on and put it in. Ta-da! Look at that. Perfect. And there you've got your pouch. Next thing we have to do is sanding the edges on the machine, blacken the edges because that makes it look good, and then we'll do all the polishing and waxing, and that's for tomorrow. Right, so I don't know if I've already said this, so I'm going to say it again. You can use edge coat by Fibings, whatever you want to call it. Here in the UK we call it Fibings, edge coat black. Or if you haven't got that, you can use a black marker pen and then just do the same treatment afterwards. Now some purists may say, oh, they never used that back in medieval days. Well, they never had a black marker pen back in medieval days, else I'm sure they would have used it. But anyway, this is for me. When I do it for other people, I do use the black edge coat because that's what they want. That's what they expect. Me personally, this is for me. I'm going to be using this, so I'm not so fussy. Okay, what I'm going to do now is we're going to wet this sponge brush, just water, get the edge damp. You don't want it soaked because then you're just going to have to wait for it to dry a bit. So get it damp all the way around. Get the machine back on, only this time we're going on this side, which is the burnisher. Now see how it looks. So we're going to get the light on. See how it looks right now, kind of matte. We're going to slick it. So it's getting shinier. Right, so once we've done that, we'll have to do this bit around the edge with the hand one. Where is it? With that one. So we'll get to that in a minute. But we need to finish that edge off, so we need to find some wax. There it is. put some wax in there. Put some in there. Don't hit too high, otherwise it'll burn the wax. We don't want to burn it. That's a really nice shiny edge now, I think you can see it. So we're going to do the same thing on this, put a bit more on there I think. Oh, that looks lovely. Look at that edge now. And that's just with water, heat and a bit of wax. So I need to go around that one a bit more. That is brilliant. Okay, so we turn everything off. Remove that. That edge looks amazing. Now we're just going to give it a bit of a polish. If I can find my polishing rag. There it is. I always use canvas. And I always wrap it around the edges as well, so that it helps to smooth and shine those too. Okay, so we've got this little bit here to do just near the latch where you couldn't get it, and all we can use really is the tip. But if you get a bit, don't press too hard, you don't want to squash it, you're just heating it up. soon as you've got it heated up, get a tiny bit of wax on it. And do it again. And then polish it. Okay, so now that's all done. Right, so now we're going to do what we just done there with this. We're going to have to do all the way around here now. So first things first, wet it. Try not to drip all over your leather. Because, as you should remember, water makes leather darker, so if you drip on there, wherever it lands is going to go darker straight away. Okay, so get your thing, find the size hole that you want, and start speeding up. Remember, don't press, just skim, because it's heat you want. Get that out of the way. See how shiny it's getting? There you go, look how shiny that is compared to the edges. So now we go to the edges. Not as easy to do on the edges. See how shiny it's gone? Same thing on the other side. And then polish. And it is done. So we can get it in the light. There you go. All the way around. Okay. One last thing is to waterproof it. Now we've already put resin on it, but we can waterproof it more, and you can use either Feebing's Aussie leather conditioner or FX leather balm. I love this one. They use this one. They use this one on horse bridles. Makes the leather nice and supple. But so does this one. I just prefer this one. And it smells nice. So we need a piece of cloth to do that. I don't have cloth, so I'm going to use a tissue, but when tissue gets soggy it breaks apart, so be careful, be mindful. When it polishes up this stuff, it really polishes up nice and shiny as well. There's many things you can use to do this. I mean, there's another one. Where is it? Leather Balm by Feebing's. They all pretty much do the same job. They all coat it, wax it, condition it. And to a degree waterproof it as well. Look how that's coming up. So sorry about the light in here. I will do something about it one day. I need to get a really big light for in here. Just get a bit of that on the edge. Okay, now the back. It's starting to break down now, so I'm going to change it over to another bit. I chose this particular piece of leather because on the flap there's lovely grain from the skin. It's absolutely stunning. So yeah, when you're choosing your leather, think about the bits that you're using and what they're going to be used for and how you can best place any nice features on the leather. I wanted to be looking at that all the time, so right, so we just give that a few minutes to kind of, well, not really set, but kind of set, kind of dry into it a bit. I'm going to give it maybe an hour, and then I'll polish it up. So it's been a while now, so I'm going to get me canvas cloth and give it a good polish. Comes up really nice. Can you see the difference? This hasn't been polished yet. Look at that. You see there now? You see where it's not been polished? Lovely. Can you see the grain? Look at that beautiful grain. Okay, let's do the outside. That's all done. That's not. See if we can get a better see how shiny it's gone now. Look at those edges. It's beautiful. Back's come out nice. Sides are lovely. I hope yours comes out as nice.